Hey, 49ers fans, let's dive right into the latest buzz surrounding the team as we navigate through what has been an increasingly tense situation with one of the most talented wide receivers on the roster. Brandon Aiyuk, a player whose speed, agility, and game-changing potential have often made him a cornerstone of the offense, now finds himself in a position where his future with the San Francisco 49ers is hanging in the balance. There's been plenty of chatter recently, and while the organization seems open to welcoming him back if the circumstances align, it's clear that the ball is very much in Aiyuk's court. Decisions he makes off the field in the coming weeks could have lasting implications not only for his career, but for the team's strategy as they continue their push toward the playoffs. The situation escalated when the team made a significant move regarding his contract guarantees for the 2026 season. Over $25 million in guarantees were reportedly voided, signaling that the franchise is bracing for the possibility that Aiyuk may not return to the field in a 49ers uniform after this season. While some may see this as a drastic measure, insiders suggest it reflects a culmination of frustrations regarding missed rehabilitation milestones and ongoing fines related to his recovery process. For a team sitting at 7 wins and 4 losses, firmly in the hunt for a playoff spot, the uncertainty surrounding one of their top receiving threats adds a layer of complexity that the coaching staff and front office are clearly taking very seriously. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has addressed the situation cautiously, acknowledging the unusual nature of voiding a contract while providing limited details about the internal deliberations. His comments hinted at the difficulty and rarity of such a decision, emphasizing that it requires a combination of factors for a team to take this step. Meanwhile, Aiyuk continues to recover from serious knee injuries sustained in the previous season, specifically ACL and MCL tears, which have kept him on the physically unable to perform list. While early observations from training and medical assessments had suggested a potential earlier return, the 49ers have yet to open his 21-day practice window, indicating that both caution and uncertainty remain at the forefront of his rehabilitation timeline. From the locker room perspective, teammates have shown unwavering support without directly weighing in on the controversy. All-Pro tackle Trent Williams expressed his personal affection and respect for Aiyuk while choosing to keep the matter private, highlighting the loyalty and camaraderie that exists within the squad. Second-year wide receiver Ricky Pearsall, who shares a college history with Aiyuk, also refrained from speculation, reinforcing the notion that some dynamics are best handled internally without public commentary. This quiet support underscores the complexity of the situation, blending personal relationships with professional responsibilities, and reflects a team trying to balance empathy with the demands of a competitive season. At the core of this scenario is the fundamental question of responsibility and accountability. The organization has made clear that if Aiyuk addresses the missteps in his rehabilitation and commits fully to returning, there remains an open path for him to reintegrate into the squad. However, should he continue to miss required benchmarks, the signs suggest that his tenure with the team could be nearing its conclusion. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are watching closely, aware that the decisions made in the coming days could reshape the team's receiving core, influence game strategies, and alter the trajectory of the 49ers' playoff hopes. Adding another layer to the ongoing narrative, the team's on-field performance without Aiyuk continues to evolve. Other players are stepping up to fill the void, showcasing depth and adaptability. But the loss of a first-round talent and former leading receiver cannot be understated. Each game highlights the importance of cohesion, execution, and resilience, as the team seeks to navigate both the challenges on the field and the uncertainty off it. Meanwhile, speculation about future roster moves and potential replacements adds a constant hum of conversation around the organization, keeping fans deeply invested in each practice report, injury update, and strategic adjustment. Beyond the immediate concerns with Aiyuk, the larger context of player development and talent evaluation remains a critical element for the franchise. The NFL is a league where timing, opportunity, and performance converge, and every decision has cascading effects. Young players like Ricky Pearsall, along with other emerging receivers, are gaining valuable experience and exposure as the season progresses, which could influence draft strategies and long-term roster planning. The 49ers are balancing immediate needs with long-term goals, navigating a landscape where injuries, recoveries, and contract negotiations intersect with on-field performance and playoff ambitions. From the fan perspective, the atmosphere is charged with anticipation and concern. The sight of Aiyuk's absence on the field is palpable, and social media conversations, while often speculative, reflect the depth of engagement and emotional investment supporters have in the team. Every practice report, medical update, and statement from coaches or insiders is dissected, analyzed, and debated, illustrating just how much this situation resonates beyond the locker room. The narrative around Aiyuk has become more than a simple injury update. It is now a story about leadership, accountability, and the intricate relationships that define professional sports organizations. In tandem with these developments, the wider football landscape continues to evolve, particularly with emerging talent in college programs capturing attention and shifting the conversation toward future drafts. Young players rising in draft stock serve as a reminder of the constant pipeline of talent that can impact teams like the 49ers, who must balance nurturing current stars with scouting and preparing for the next generation. The dynamics between established veterans, recovering players, and incoming prospects create a multi-layered tapestry that illustrates the complexity of roster management and the strategic foresight required to maintain competitiveness over multiple seasons. As we continue to track this story, the interplay between recovery, personal decisions, and organizational strategy will be pivotal. The outcome will not only affect Brandon Aiyuk's career, but also provide insight into how the 49ers handle challenging personnel situations under pressure. Fans are watching closely, hoping for a resolution that maximizes the team's potential while respecting the player's circumstances, and the coming weeks promise to deliver developments that could reshape the remainder of the season and influence planning for the years ahead. While the situation with Brandon Aiyuk continues to dominate attention in San Francisco, it's impossible to ignore the broader picture of talent evaluation across the league and how emerging stars in college football are beginning to shape the strategies of teams looking toward the future. Every year, the NFL Draft provides an influx of young, dynamic athletes eager to prove themselves at the next level, and 2025 has been no exception. Players who were under the radar just a season ago have exploded onto the scene with performances that demand notice, forcing teams like the 49ers to consider not just the immediate gaps in their roster, but also the potential game-changers who could arrive through the draft in the coming years. The landscape is dynamic, with quarterbacks, wide receivers, edge rushers, and versatile skill position players redefining what teams prioritize when planning for the long term. Consider the rise of standout edge rushers who have dominated games with relentless pressure and an ability to disrupt offenses in every scenario. Players like David Bailey at Texas Tech, who transferred from Stanford, have quickly proven that opportunity and preparation can elevate a player from relative obscurity to one of the most talked-about prospects nationally. His ability to lead the country in sacks showcases not just raw talent, but a knack for exploiting weaknesses in opposing lines, a skill set that makes NFL scouts take notice immediately. Edge rushers like him are particularly valuable for teams aiming to bolster defensive schemes, and their development serves as a reminder that one player's breakout season can alter draft boards and franchise planning in significant ways. Meanwhile, versatile quarterbacks such as Carson Beck at Miami and Dante Moore at Oregon illustrate the constant evolution of the position and the increasing importance of adaptability and accuracy. Beck's completion rate of over 73% demonstrates both his command of the offense and his ability to transition smoothly between programs, adapting to new systems while maintaining efficiency. Similarly, Moore, who transferred from UCLA to Oregon, has leveraged his mobility and precision to become a legitimate Heisman Trophy contender, proving that patience and strategic development can pay enormous dividends for both the player and the future teams considering him. For the 49ers, watching these quarterbacks develop is not just a matter of scouting future opponents. It is an opportunity to assess the kinds of traits that might align with their offensive philosophy in upcoming seasons, particularly if adjustments are needed in the passing game after evaluating current roster challenges. Wide receivers, of course, remain a critical focus, especially given the uncertainty surrounding Aiyuk's return. Players such as Chris Bell at Louisville and Chris Brazzell II at Tennessee have demonstrated significant improvement and consistency, catching the attention of scouts and analysts alike. Bell's steady production and Brazzell's physical advantages, coupled with increased playing time, have elevated both to serious draft consideration. These athletes represent the type of potential the 49ers might target to maintain depth at the position, ensuring that even if a veteran like Aiyuk cannot return, the team has options to complement or eventually replace him without sacrificing explosive playmaking ability. Observing these college performers offers a lens into the strategic thinking behind roster construction, as the 49ers balance present competitiveness with future sustainability. Defensive prospects are equally compelling, with players like Mansour Delane at LSU and LT Overton at Alabama showcasing the critical intersection of athleticism, instincts, and adaptability. Delane's emergence as a top cornerback reflects both natural talent and the importance of performing against top-tier competition in the Southeastern Conference, while Overton's consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks illustrates how edge rushers can define a defense's identity. The 49ers, known for valuing versatile defenders capable of executing complex schemes, are likely analyzing such prospects carefully, considering how similar skill sets might integrate into their system to enhance defensive efficiency. This underscores the idea that draft evaluations are not just about individual talent, but about fit within a broader team strategy, ensuring that each addition amplifies overall cohesion rather than just addressing isolated needs. Running backs and tight ends also contribute to this evolving narrative, with athletes like Justice Haynes at Michigan and Kenyon Sadiq at Oregon redefining expectations for their respective positions. Haynes, after transferring from Alabama, has quickly become central to his team's rushing attack, demonstrating vision, power, and reliability in crucial situations. Sadiq, as a pass-catching tight end, has carved out a niche in a competitive conference, showcasing the dual-threat ability that modern NFL offenses covet. For the 49ers, monitoring these types of multidimensional players can influence both draft boards and trade strategies, offering flexibility in roster design and in-game planning. The ability to acquire a player who can fill multiple roles or adapt to different schemes is invaluable in a league where injuries, contracts, and positional demands are constantly in flux. The NFL draft also emphasizes the strategic importance of size, speed, and measurable performance metrics. Players such as Mekhi Lemon at USC and Caden Proctor at Alabama illustrate the value of combining physical attributes with football intelligence. Lemon, slightly undersized yet explosive, demonstrates that skill and determination can rival pure size in evaluating potential impact at the next level. Proctor's combination of size, athleticism, and versatility exemplifies the kind of lineman who can anchor a team's offensive front while contributing to innovative schemes beyond traditional blocking roles. These emerging stars highlight the nuanced calculations teams must perform, weighing immediate needs against long-term potential and assessing how individual skills integrate into a complex system. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL world is buzzing tonight with whispers that could reshape the landscape of the league. Sources close to the situation suggest that T. Higgins, once considered the rising star of the Cincinnati Bengals, has reportedly decided to part ways with the team that drafted him and is heading west to join the San Francisco 49ers. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders hint that discussions have been ongoing behind closed doors, and the deal might be more than just a fleeting rumor. Higgins, known for his sharp route running, reliable hands, and knack for making clutch plays, has been a cornerstone of the Bengals' offense. His sudden departure has sent shockwaves through fan bases and analysts alike, with speculation mounting about what could have triggered the move. Some whisper that contractual disagreements played a role, while others point to the allure of playing under a different coaching regime and the chance to compete in a new offensive system. The 49ers, always on the lookout for game-changing talent, seem to have seized the opportunity, and if the rumors hold true, Higgins could provide a significant boost to their passing game. Observers are already debating the potential fit. Pairing Higgins with the 49ers' dynamic quarterback situation could create one of the most formidable wide receiver duos in the league. Analysts are considering how his skill set, precise timing, contested catches, and deep threat ability might complement the existing roster. Fans are flooding social media with mixed reactions, some expressing disbelief that a player of Higgins' caliber would leave Cincinnati, while others are excited about the prospect of seeing him in red and gold. While both franchises have remained tight-lipped, the chatter continues to gain momentum, and sports media outlets are closely monitoring any official announcements. For now, the NFL rumor mill is alive with speculation. T. Higgins, the Bengals' former star, potentially starting a new chapter with the 49ers. Whether this is a fleeting whisper or a groundbreaking move, one thing is certain. Everyone will be watching closely as this story develops. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.